Sorry, I have a coat on and no shirt. That looks really weird. Like, and that's very odd. But I was just gonna go outside, but I haven't yet because I want to do this video real quick. And because I like, hold on, let me find his name. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, we had a bit of a wardrobe change, and I forgot to check what I was gonna. Hold on, let me check it quick.
After this slam, I got so.
Degenerosity. I got this idea from watching his video. I was watching it while I ate my breakfast, which was a Jimmy Dean breakfast bowl, and I cooked some eggs in the microwave, put in there, whatever. Oh, by the way, I have a shirt on. I really like this shirt. Escobar. I do have you see those character shirts at Spencer's that say like they have them for everything. Ice Spice, Terrifier, Michael Myers, whatever. And it's got like the big text there, and it's got all their little images. I had one kind of like that of Pablo Escobar, and it said like Escobar or something, and there was like a tiger and all sorts of cool stuff. I can't find it, whatever. But I will link his thing. And this is basically a video of combined of how I would beat some horror movie characters and YouTubers I could and could not beat in a fight. And it's a very list because I have to do some more research probably. Now I do have to say, for the people I'm gonna fight, the people I'm saying so far that off the top of my head that I could win in a fight, I do not like them. But harass them, don't harass them, whatever. Oh, and some people I like. Real quick, something I would like to say is I don't watch FaZe Rug, and I don't even know if any of you watch FaZe Rug, but my brother watches him a lot. And someone I really, really, really hate. I don't like a lot of like IRL streamers, you know, like the douchey ones. But anyways, there was that whole thing, I don't know if you saw, where Jack Doherty crashed his car and FaZe Rug said something about it, and I'm like, yeah, I agree. I like FaZe Rug for that and for other things. He seems like a good person. But anyways, people I couldn't win in a fight who are YouTubers. Moist Critical, let's start off with that. Now, I've known people say I could beat him in a fight. Have you seen this fucker without his shirt on? Have you seen this fucker? Have you seen this? Excuse me. And I don't mean that in a rude way. I mean this, like, have you seen this guy? And by the way, real quick, this song is Like the Wind or By the Wind. Blind the Wind or Like the Wind, or the most mysterious song on the internet. I'm playing in the background because there's not a copyright thing, I think. And if it gets into the video, I can play it. I learned that from watching Midnight, who does Doom videos. Anyways, this guy, Moist Critical, is built like an anime character. Have you seen him? He is jacked. He would whoop my ass, absolutely. That is, if he didn't shoot me first with mags, not clips, mags. I love that clip. That's such a great one. And then he do that little dance he does, like when he lost the Mr. Beast video, and he did that groovy little dance. He do that, and then he make a video about it, going, so today I whooped this little teenager's ass, and he sucked and everything. I don't know. Whatever. Oompaville, probably my favorite YouTuber. I love him. I've always loved him from game videos, whatever. He'd beat me. To be fair, no, he's a grown-ass man. And he lives on a farm, so he's jacked. Well, he doesn't live on a farm, but he has a lot of what looks like physical labor. So he'd probably just, 1-2. Whatever. Let's not talk. The streamers who I would beat, the people I would beat, would be Jack Doherty and Negan. Not Negan, Neon. Negan would whoop my ass. Because if you don't watch them, one of the big things, I don't watch them either, but I've seen clips, and one of the big things they do is they just they poke, they annoy people until they try to get them, and then they have their 6 foot tall, 300-pound bodyguards take care of it. Now you get me and Jack Doherty, or me, and then me and Neon, in a cage, Hell in a Cell, cage match, to the death, I am so winning. Neon is built like a fucking, like he's skinny, he's a nerd, he looks like a nerd, he wears glasses, whatever. I'd whoop his ass. And Jack Doherty is like 4'11". I'm like a foot taller than him. And an inch. And I know a kid who lives across the street who reminds me of Jack Doherty. I almost, no exceptions, with a thing of rebar. That's a story for a different day, though. Don't worry, it's all been sorted out. But yeah. Now, what was I going to say about horror movie characters? 2 horror movie characters that I'm like, oh, people that aren't terrifying, but there's a really easy way to beat them. If you can't kill them. All you have to do, and that's Michael Myers and Jason. So I get it, they sneak around, especially like Jason. Like Michael Myers does, and they do some. But like with Jason, it's majority of the movie is he sneaking around, like picking them off one by one. And then, boom. At the end, there's like some confrontation. Now, if I get in the hand-to-hand thing with Jason, anyone is losing that. Like one of the movies, I'm pretty sure, kind of spoiler, when he goes to Manhattan, like this guy, he's like, I'm right. He's just boxing him, and Jason just, he's getting hit a bunch, and I think he hits him, and his freaking head flies off. So, and if you watch the movies, instead of like trying to open windows or doors, he throws the people he's through the window. Like they're like, oh, lock the window. There's no point in locking the windows. He's just like, so he's just strong enough, and he's like, he crushed someone's head once. That was crazy. But what you do is, if like this is like a thing, and I have a choice of a weapon, like a gun or something. And I know a lot of people say, oh, and you can't kill them, right? Like let's say it's an exception for some reason. I just get a shotgun or like a high calibered rifle, like maybe a 50 cal, maybe like the 50 BMG or something big that would like blow like a golf ball size hole, or like maybe even like a bigger hole. Shoot him in the legs. Because that's the thing. Laurie Strode has that shotgun. If she shot him in the legs, he'd just be a little stump. He couldn't move. And then he could get him. Just shoot his arms off then. And I know it's hard, but there are a couple times in the movies where they could have got him. Like, there's that scene in Halloween Kills. There are going to be spoilers. Where there's a scene where they are looking for Michael Myers, and they're going to kill him. They have guns and everything. And the one girl goes, because they parked like on the side of on the road, and there's like a playground, and they're going to tell the kids, get out of here, and the girl runs off, or she's trying to put rocks in a bag or something, I forget what, I think bricks, to go get him, and they're trying to get him because he's on top of the car, and he's like, and they're shooting at him, and so the girl runs out of ammo, he kills the girl in the car, and there's a girl with a Desert Eagle, and she's shooting him, and she misses all the shots, and then she gets down to one shot, she walks over, and the door's like kind of open a little. He kicks the door open, the gun spins around, and it goes, and it shoots her. But I do not understand. Like, I would get it if it's a tinted window. I don't remember if it was. But Michael Myers wears a white mask, right? Anything white in a car front window is so easy. And I get it because he's Michael Myers, and the more he kills, the stronger he gets. But yeah, same thing with Jason and him, just shoot their legs out. That's it. Or with Jason, you can just do like the mother thing. If you get the sweater, I don't know how much that would work on, if that would work on Jason in every movie, but it worked in the second one. Yeah. I do have to say I like them so far. I've seen the Rob Zombie one. I think that was the remake is just Friday the 13th. I've seen the original Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th 2, 3. I've seen up to the one that's like the final chapter. So, yeah. And Michael Myers, the thing is, like, and same thing with Jason, is like if I'm a doctor, like, because there's scenes, where they take him to the hospital because they're dead or whatever. Like, there's one in Jason, and they're like, oh yeah, we're loading up this guy. He killed like 15 teenagers with him, like in this. No. Get him in a fucking armored car. This guy's been shot and stabbed 1,000,000 times. Do, like, chop his head off. Do the Evil Dead thing. Chop his head off, chop his limbs off, chop his legs off. Burn him. Roast him. Shred him. Whatever. And I do have to say, Laurie Strode in, like H2O and stuff, and, like, the other movies, as they further go on, she's smart. Like, oh, we got him. He's dead because he got stabbed. She's like, no, screw that. And she takes him. Like, this is a spoiler, by the way. So it shows like 20 years later. She takes him because, you know, he's dead. It's 20 years after the original two, because if you don't know, the first two are like within the same day-ish. Or the same, like, the first one's a couple days, I think, or something. And then the second one is directly after first one. Like the first one, you know, you've probably seen it. If you haven't, watch it. It's really good. You know, Michael Myers breaks out. Laurie Strode, his sister, who is something Myers, whatever. They called her Boo originally. You know, he kills the 4 teenagers. Oh, Michael, no! They shoot him 6 times. He falls off the balcony, disappears. Take Laurie Strode to the hospital. He goes to the hospital. And then I forget what happened. Wait, let me check real quick. How does Halloween 2 end? Yeah, Michael Myers, whatever. But whatever. It's true, yeah. It takes 20 years later. She lives in some, like, kind of gated-in school thing. And, you know, her son's like, you don't have to worry about it. You don't. And then, you know, you do have to worry about it because it's... Otherwise, why would they make a movie? You know, he gets there, he kills some people. And that's the thing with Michael. Is if it's Halloween night... And I get it that they didn't know. But if it's Halloween night, like, if you live in Haddonfield, hey, I'm moving. I'm like leaving for like a week or just forever. I'm never coming back. I live in Wisconsin, so realistically, if Michael Myers was real, I might fucking run into him, and that's terrifying. And I actually have. Where is it? Fuck. Oh, hold on, I know everybody. I bought this on Amazon. Oh, shit. Michael Myers comes at me. Look at this. That's like, this is 11 inches right here. Michael Myers comes at me. I'm getting this. Now, that's not optimal. Obviously, I try to get a gun because, like, you don't want to go hand-to-hand with Michael Myers. He literally stabbed someone with a shotgun, which is crazy. But, yeah. Laurie Strode is so smart in that movie because she's like, oh, well, I'm not playing this game anymore. So, you know, he starts stalking, killing some teenagers. You know, like everyone basically who's left. LL Cool J is in H2O. I watched it once, and I don't know if I knew that at the time, but I watched, and I'm like, LL Cool J. And he has a mustache, and I'm like, oh my God, it's LL Cool J. Mama said, knock you out, don't call her. I know that whole song basically by heart, but anyways. So, you know, there's some fine stuff. And I think she, like, stabs him, or she gets him with an axe, I think. She stabs him, she does some stuff. And then he falls off the balcony, and she's about to, like, stab him again. And LL Cool J, who is, like, thought to be dead, is like, no, don't do it, he's fine. And then, you know, it cuts to the outside. Everyone's there. It's like, oh, it's all good. And then she picks up, like, a fire axe from earlier. She grabs, like, the officer's service weapon. That's fun, you know. Reach for his weapon. And it's like, don't move. She takes the car. She drives it off. Because she's like, yeah, it's Michael. He's not dead. And he starts moving in the thing. And then, like, he goes to get her. And she's buckled and he's not. So she brake checks or something. And he goes flying out the front. She hits him with the car, stuff, yada, yada, yada. Then the car goes rolling down with her in it. And she gets launched out or something. Yeah, she gets launched out or she, like, dives out or something. And so Michael is, like the car is flattened against him and there's the tree. And she chops his head off. Because he's like, sister. And she's like, psych. But yeah. So that's what Michael Myers. And I will talk more about Halloween because I like it and I want to say something. But other horror movies I could beat. Chucky. He's like, I know, strength of a man. Get like a shotgun or something. Like an M80 would kill him. Like, well, I get the sneaking around thing, but if you're talking like there's instances of hand to hand, like head on. Like just kick him. Get a shotgun and get like an M80 would blow him up. Just throw an M80 at him. And I know it's hard because he's so small and he can't get him. But like get like an automatic shotgun, whatever. The Ring. How would I beat The Ring? Don't watch it. Oh, you watch it. You watch this movie, you die in 7 days. If it's real, if I'm in the movie universe, you know, I'm not watching that. Like if I feel like I would be aware. But like someone says that to you in real life, I'm not gonna watch that. Like if someone comes up to me in real life and goes, "If you watch this, you die in 7 days," I'm not gonna try that. I would rather just be superstitious and not listen to it than not be superstitious, listen to it, and die. Leatherface. Leatherface is pretty easy kind of to beat. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen the first 2. But literally just do what the guy did at the end of the other one. Throw something at him. And then when he falls down. Because he's not like they're not supernatural guys. They're like Michael Myers or Jason. He's just like a big mentally disabled, like, crazy guy. And I get he has a chainsaw, but like you could probably outrun him. He's got a chainsaw and he's a bit overweight. And the thing, and that's one. And then Scream. Scream is really easy to beat. If, like I'm saying, none of these are talking about sneaking up on you. I get sneaking up on you. It's easy kills for the guy and for the movie. But like if this is like a face-to-face, you have your choice of weapons, whatever. But even if you don't with Scream, it is so easy. A lot of times in these movies, they kick the guy, they make the mistake of kicking the guy and he falls down and they don't finish him off. Or they have the weapon and they drop it or whatever. Scream, it's always a normal guy. Like, it's not like Michael Myers where you shoot him a billion times and he comes back and he blows hand off, whatever. He's like a normal guy. Just once he falls down, take the knife, just, you know? And this is the thing I'm going to say about Halloween before I get back to it. If you haven't seen Halloween Kill Ends, it is probably the worst ending to, probably one of my least favorite Halloween movies. The bottom half is the only good part, and that's the only reason I like it. Basically, if you haven't seen it, this is a spoiler. What they do is, none of the actors' fault, by the way. They have this guy in there who's dating Laurie Strode's granddaughter from Halloween Kills, or is wanting to get with her. And if he looks familiar, he was in the Hulu reboot of Hardy Boys, which I watched the first season of. I didn't watch the second. I'm talking fast because I see that's getting 20 minutes, and this is a school laptop, and once it gets to like a certain amount of time, it's like, but he was good in that, and I didn't watch the second season because they did the same thing they did with the show I watched called Lock and Key, where it's like, the bad guy is one of us, and it's kind of apparent, and they take the whole season dragging it out instead of making a creative plot, and it's just like, oh, where is he? And it's just like, oh my god. Lock and Key I might go back and watch because they had like British like guys or something like that were villains, whatever. But basically, you know, Halloween Kill Ends takes place a bit after, and Michael's weak because when he kills, he gets stronger, and he has this dude do it for him. So it's like a copycat killer movie. And then, you know, he's killing people for him. I forget what else happens because it was like not a great movie. And then like Michael gets strong enough, he kills him, and then, you know, it's the showdown. And it wasn't that good of a showdown. And then they shred his body, and it's like, it's the end because they shredded his body in like an industrial shred of the whole town. But, you know, they're going to reboot it. Like, eventually. They're going to do something. But, honestly, I would have rather had them do something with the Cult of the Thorn, which, if you don't know what it is, it's from one of the movies that explains why Michael's, like, evil. And it was, like, basically he's, like, a demon or like, something, I forget. Or, like, he kills, like, that guy. Or some guy who wanders into his little sewer cave. And, like, he starts preying on the weak, you know? Whether it's, like, you know, drunk people or, like just people who aren't, like, paying attention. And then he works his way up instead of this stupid copycat killer crap. And I know this was a bit all over the place, but yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Or I might make another video. Yeah.